Am I live? I don't know. Am I live, y'all? If I am, how are y'all doing this evening? I haven't been on here in such. Yeah, I am. I'm live. Yes. Okay. I haven't been on here in such a long time. And yes. How are y'all doing this evening? So tonight I'm going to talk about home buying 101. Yes. Y'all just excuse all that behind me. My husband is a collector. Yes, he collects all kinds of things, and those are his baseball cards and stuff. But anyway, pay that no mind. But anyway, so tonight for Monday Money Matters, I want y'all to tag somebody. We're going to talk about home buying 101. I wish I knew how to tag people on here. But anyway, share for me, tag somebody. And we're just going to go through a loan application. It's called a residential 1003 application. And there's some little tricks sometimes, just some things that you can prepare yourself for. So let me tell you a little bit about me. I hold a real estate license. I have for several years. And I have had my own mortgage brokering company. And I have invested. I have flipped properties, purchased and flipped properties. So I'm very versed in that arena. Now, there are a lot of new things and new products that are out there that maybe I'm not that familiar with. But for just the basics, I can help you through the process. Yes. One of the things I wanted to share with home buying is that I didn't know this. So I share things that I didn't know that I think might be helpful to others. So years ago, I did not know that if you want to purchase a home, you're going to have a home built. You can get a construction loan just as easily as you can get to purchase a residential already existing home. Whatever you qualify for, and you can even get your own land. You don't have to go through cookie cutter builder. If you find the land and then you find a private builder, there are private builders out there, and you build your own home, build it the way you want it, get it to an architect, design it, the floor plans, the elevations, and all that. And so it works the same way as far as the financing as purchasing a home. Investment properties, Airbnbs, the difference is the down payment. On investment properties, you're going to need about a good 20% down, for an investment property. If it's not your residence, your homestead, then you're going to, thanks for joining me, Keisha. If you got any questions, you jump in there and share with me. Help me out. Work with me. Tag somebody, share for me, tag somebody. But I think I was saying you can buy investment properties, you can have builder homes. So the financing process is about the same. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to share with you before I get off of here, and I'll continue it later. But one thing that's very important that I want you to know also is that when you're filling out one of these applications, it's called a 1003 loan residential application. When you put addresses on there, one of the things they want on here, they want 2 years of residency. If you try to say that you didn't live certain places, this is even for people that's rent. I ran into this with my grandchildren. I try to let them know this. On your credit report, it shows all the addresses that you've ever been affiliated with. It shows all the names that you've ever been affiliated with. So, you don't want to skip any addresses on here. You want to make sure it's a continuation of 2 years. And as far as the employment, they'll check your rental history. They're going to want to have your last 2 years rental history. And on your employment, it's the same way. They want 2 years of employment, and if you don't, they want it in the same line of work. Down payment, you want to figure out what your down payment is going to be. On Fannie Mae loans, they're anywhere from 5 to 10%. Some of them now are 3%. On your FHAs, they're 3%. You've got some 0 down payments, but it kind of depends on your credit. If you get community assistance, like they have home buyer assistant programs out there, but just beware of all the fine print. When you purchase a home using home buyers assistance, you cannot sell that home usually for 5 to 10 years. If you do, then you just have to pay them back their money. So the equity or whatever really belongs to them as long as you stay in the house, for a certain amount of time. So this is just Home Buying 101. These are just some things to prepare yourself for. If you're looking to buy, if you're looking to invest, if you're looking to build. I know some great credit people. The first thing you want to do is pull your credit report. Also, what you want to do is go to Mortgage Calculator. You can go right on your phone. It's free. Make sure you don't dive into any of those ones that are like from lenders, because they start asking you a bunch of questions and then you're going to get a bunch of calls. They have a free mortgage calculator that you can do right on your phone. You put in your purchase power. You got to know what your purchase power is. So on that, I think it's like, on FHA, it's like they give you more. They give you up to 45% debt to income ratio. On a conventional loan, it's like 27 is your front end ratio, and your back ratio, I think it's something like 33. But there again, you can check that out. That means that your house payment cannot be more than 27% of your income. So if you make $3,000 a month, you take it times 27%. Then that back end means whatever bills that you have cannot be more than this. So your house payment, I'll go into that a little bit more in detail on the next session about qualifying, what you qualify for. But the first step is really figuring out what you qualify for, really. Because you don't want to go out there looking for a house that you qualify for $200,000, but you're looking at $3,000 homes. A $2,000 home doesn't have the same amenities as a $300,000 home. So you don't want to get out there and say, well, no, I want this house. And then you can't find nothing that fits into your pocket. And a good realtor, and I know some good realtors. I'm a realtor, but I basically just do it for family and friends. I know some great realtors, great ethic business, and they know how to get the job done. And they work with great loan companies, loan mortgage companies. So they connect you with a loan person that can guide you, pull your credit, kind of let you see where you're at. And that's really basically for no charge. They charge you for the credit report. I think credit report's now like $75. But you can kind of do that on your own if you're not just quite ready to purchase. So, and I know some great credit repair people. I know one. I know one, and that is Cordero Rowland. You can find him on Facebook, Cordero Rowland. I just had a testimony. We had a meeting of the minds meeting, and him and Stefan, who's the business person, was there, and somebody gave a testimony that they got with Cordero, and within a week, I believe they said, their credit score shot up like, I don't know, I think they said 50, 70 points or something crazy. It was crazy. So I do know, I refer and endorse people that I know have good work ethics, good business ethics, and they do really get the job done. So you can pull your credit report for free. They have free credit report pulling that you can do, and you can get one free. So you can just kind of, okay, there he is right there, Cordero Rowland. Yes, check him out, connect with him. Yes, not only does he do credit, he does a lot of other great things too, but that's the first place you want to start at. And so get with him and get your credit going and see what it looks like and see what your goals are. We just had our vision board. I think that's where they came to. That's where Cordero and them came to, was our vision board. And so that might have been one of your goals, is to purchase a home, to do investments, to buy Airbnb, or to do a new construction loan. I see some girls out there, Amy Reddick and some others, man, they are doing development. Andrea actually is one of the realtors that I would refer you to. And so I can give y'all her name if she's watching. She can shout out on there too, Andrea. And I know she knows how to get the job done. She'll get you in the house. Yes, she will. Um, so make sure you. So anyway, this is an application. You can pull this up too. This residential application. It talks about, like I say, your income, your debt to income ratio. So on that credit report, you need to know what your debts are. A lot of times we have to pay off some debt. We need to bring up that credit. Bring up that credit, we can get a lower interest rate. We can have more buying power. We have more buying power if we have lower interest rates, because you need to also, this is another thing, there's a mortgage calculator amortization schedule. Mortgage amortization schedule. I want you all to just look on an average $300,000 house, let's say at 7% interest over 30 years. I want you to look at what you're paying in interest, okay? Back when we could get interest rates at 3.5%, it would be half that. You know what I'm saying? So interest rates are really crucial. So the credit report, the credit part of it is dominant. You know, it's going to dictate your buying power and what you're paying out of your pocket. Yeah. So what else is on here? Social security numbers, address, whether you're married. That's on the first page. The main thing I want to talk about tonight was those addresses, you know, jobs as well. You know, don't try to skip the job situation either, because I'm telling you, those things show up if you've ever associated or given somebody some information, and if that information was false information. That's why there again, it's important to get that credit report and see what is showing up on this credit report. Addresses, names, different socials, you know, job history, you know, all that shows up on there. So let's see. That's about it, I think. Oh, and then it says, do you have any judgments against you? Have you ever filed bankruptcy in the last 7 years? Have you ever been foreclosed on? Have you directly or indirectly been obligated, you know, a cosigner or whatever? Because those count against you as well. So you got to answer those questions on there too. So it's just good to have this ready, and then you know if you're able to purchase. Let me say this, and I'm probably gonna go. And then somebody has some questions or something they want to share. If Kadira, you'd like to share something, you can lenders. I want to talk about lenders. So it's good to have a relationship with your bank. You need to have a relationship with your bank. You need to know your banker, and your banker needs to know you. And so those are usually where you get the best rates. You get the best rates with banks direct lending. When you deal with brokers, and that's something else I'll get into later. You know, it's a little bit more detail. But when you deal with brokers, because that's what I was, a broker, I make money off the rate. So let's just say the rate, they say I can give you a 7% interest rate. Well, usually I'm making about 2 points on the back end that you don't see. As a broker, I'm getting that from the direct lender. So I'm making about 2 points on the back end you don't see. And then I'm charging you 1% origination fee. And some people even go ahead and charge you another discount point. So they're making 4 points off that loan. So those are things we can talk about later. So when you're dealing with a broker, you're probably going to pay higher interest rates because that's how they make their money. Going direct is better. Just like when you're buying a car. You know, we're not talking about car buying, but the same thing. If you go directly to a bank, like a Bank of America or something like that, you're going to get a better interest rate than when you go through like subprime lenders. That's what we call them too. We call them subprime lenders. There's hard money lenders, you know, when you're talking about investment property and things like that, you can go and get hard money, you know, and hard money is hard money, you know, it's hard to pay back. But there's lenders out there that like, if they like the project and there's enough equity in the project, they'll risk loaning you the money at a very substantial high interest rate, always almost a usury interest rate. Yeah. And because they know that they can get their money back from the property if they have to take the property from you. So there's different lenders out there. We can talk more about that later. So I just would suggest to you, the market is getting ready to change in the next year. The market is getting ready to change, and I would love to help you be in a position to purchase or to build or to invest. Yes. And so just contact me. You can email me or you can call me directly. And first thing, like I say, I would definitely behoove you to get with Cordero concerning your credit. And if you're at the point that you really are seriously ready to be, don't do it till you pull that credit though. And talk to a lender. They can guide you more through the loan process. Oh, you're going to need a W-2 for 2 years. If you're self-employed, but you get a W-2, you get paid from your business, they're still going to want to see your business bank account, because they're going to want to know that you're not just fictitiously making up this W-2 income, that your business is quite capable of funding your salary. So even though you show them a W-2, if you're the owner of that business, they're going to want to see your bank statements. And then they're going to want to see 3 months of bank statements. And so whatever your down payment is, that money has to be seasoned. That's a big deal. That's one I'm glad I didn't miss, because they're going to want to make sure that money is seasoned, that it came from your earnings. Cordero, what'd she say? Took very good care of my brother. Okay, all right. Another shout out. That's what I say. I'm gonna endorse. I'm gonna push whoever I know does good business, and they get the job done. Okay, can't endorse everybody, but so that's another shout out. Oh, what made me forget what I was gonna say? Oh, the bank account. Yeah, the bank account. So so make sure you can show that your down payment money is seasoned, because they don't want it to be borrowed. They don't want it to be mattress money or anything like that. So if you got mattress money and you're getting ready to buy a house, you got to make sure that you put it in there and it looks like it's been in there it didn't just drop in there in those 3 months. You're right. They don't go back to 4. But they do want those 3. So it's got to be coming from, and it needs to show the deposits kind of match what you say your income is. So if you get paid, $3,000 every 2 weeks, or how that looks, that's kind of how that account needs to look, or they're going to, kind of ask questions about that. So that money's got to be seasoned. Now, in some loans, you can get gift letters. Somebody can gift you the money, but that gifter is going to have to show that they have the ability to have that money. They talk back and forth, that they have that money. So you need to know what your down payment is going to look like, and need to have that seasons for 3 months. And that's about it. That's all I'm going to say for right now about home buying and investing. And I just want you to know that you can build your brand new house just like you can buy an existing home. So love you guys, and I hope I gave you some information, some news you could use. And if you have some questions, then you watch this later, please put it in the chat, and I will be glad to respond. And I'll be glad to give you these realtors that I know. I'm getting ready to open up my own mortgage brokering company, hopefully in June. I'm not really the hustle bustle girl that want to run around here and shake, rattle, and roll. But I can train you as a realtor. I can show you how and help you get your real estate license. And I would love, when we open our brokerage company, that you come and work with us. Yes. So anyway, if you guys would like more information, you can go to kingdomlifeforlife.com. I believe it is. Yeah. I'm all new at this stuff. But anyway. I'm pressing on through. So anyway, I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank for your willingness to smart your knowledge freely. Yes, yes, yes. Look, that's my thing now. That's my latter day life mission is look, I got 66 years of experience out here, and my legacy is to leave it all on the table, honey. No threads on the spool. Yes. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. Now let me see if I can get out of here. Okay, 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 okay. Now y'all share this with somebody now. Y'all share, please share.